F number 5 in the WBC, purifying excellence, mounting vertiginous heights, KostyaTszyu.
Kostya Czyu っていう名前で紹介されてますね。人気ありますね。
There's the chant for KostyaTszyu.
Brian McMahon, ringside judges, Seth Perkins, Billy Mayo, Keith Dudley. Ringside physicians, Doctors David Parker, Little Lewis.
You've had the man in the dressing room. Watch your forearms. No forearms to the throat. Understand that? Okay, you've had my instructions. Wait for the bell. Good luck. Shake hands. Shake hands. Shake hands.
Bramble didn't want to shake hands. I think that's the wrong thing to do against KostyaTszyu.
Certainly is. I thought the Zulus were coming in here when the cry went up. Zoo, Zoo, Zoo. Should be a beauty.
Don't go to the toilet, anyone.
We're into the contest. Both fighters with left-hand leads. Might have been thought that Bramble might have been the fighter to take it up to Czyu. But Czyu's prepared to walk forward, and the left-hand lead was flush on the nose of Livingstone Bramble.
このチューっていうのは独特なボクシングしますね。ちょっと引きずり倒しました。それほど前傾姿勢ならびにそのアップライトに構えて、そしてガードは低いんですね。楽に構えて、そしてショートでも結構ウェイトの乗ったパンチを打ってきますね。で連打も効きます。
Bloody a kilo bigger, Bramble. He looks about 3 or 4 kilos heavier than Kostya.
Well, KostyaTszyu makes the weight so easy. He doesn't try to go down in weight. He just comes up the weight and makes it easy.
So Czyu stalks Bramble. Bramble, an experienced fighter, but Czyu's prepared to just stand there. He wants to stand there, Kostya, and give it to him. He wants to light him. Although Bramble didn't look at Brian McMahon, and KostyaTszyu's letting them go.
It wasn't low, it just cut him in half.
He's in trouble, Bramble.
He certainly is. Livingstone Bramble as the Czyu call goes up here. Kostya wants another one in round 1. And the well-performed Livingstone Bramble already knows he's in for a real contest against the thrashing machine from Siberia, KostyaTszyu. Czyu in the second half of round 1 going right after Bramble, taking the fight to Bramble, taking away the initiative that the experienced American, or formerly from the Virgin Islands, now fighting out of America, and of course that's why they played the British national anthem tonight.
So Czyu continues on. I think Bramble's a little bit nonplussed by the punching power of KostyaTszyu because he hurt Bramble. I thought that blow might have been just a fraction low, but Jeff Fennick said it cut him in half, and it did. And Czyu's just going to stand there. He's going to just stand his ground, Peter Peters.
Yeah, he certainly is. He's not looking to go on the defensive at all. He doesn't fight like that. He wants to get his pay packet very early and put another notch on the belt. But I think we're going to see Bramble hang in there for a little while, Jeff Fennick.
Do you remember earlier, Alan, when we spoke about Kostya in the preview? I said it was his eye.
Down this man.
That can do anything that he can do. And there
今のちょっと足が揃ったところにパンチが来ましたから。
He's on his feet. We've got 11 seconds to go.
タイミングのいいパンチだったですね。
Can he see it out? Bramble in trouble. He might just see out the round of KostyaTszyu. Can't land another one on him. There it is. But Jeff Fennick, big round at far.
Let's have a look now as Bramble starts to bob and weave. Czyu puts him on the shoulder. Then the right opens him up a little bit. Look at the hands of Livingstone Bramble coming up there, but Czyu looking for an opening. The left misses. Look at the eye of the tiger in KostyaTszyu. The left, the right over the top, the left, the right. And KostyaTszyu throwing leather very quickly.
His eyes have never left the look at the eyes. Look over here, right.
So a knockdown to KostyaTszyu.
まあさっきのパンチはちょっとそのブランブルがパンチ出してそれに右の方パンチでお返ししたところその足が揃ったんでちょっと倒れた感じですね。ダメージはそれほどないと思います。
He wants an early night. He's only gone the distance once with Juan Laporte. Oh, the hand speed of Kostya Tszyu.
And Juan Laporte just ran away for the entire fight. This fellow's not going to
Tszyu
run
のパンチはスピードありますね。
away. I don't think that he's going to be able to see the distance out. He's got to try and put Kostya down.
It's not just hand speed, Alan, it's power as well. We've spoken about that in the preview as well. He's got so much power in both hands. It's unbelievable.
Certainly is. Look at that right coming over the top again. Bramble nonplussed at the moment. All the experience in the world he's trying to delve into at the moment as he meets this thrashing machine from Siberia.
And let me just tell you, Livingstone Bramble has got his hands up very, very high. As high
まあ
as he's ever had them up in the fight.
英語の放送のゲストコメンテーターはジェフ・フェネックらしい
So
ですね。
Bramble and Tszyu in centering. It's Kostya Tszyu.
今のパンチもガードの上からですけどパンチありますね。
And he's just letting them go from everywhere. Kostya Tszyu. He's trying to put
相手がこれだけガード固めてくるとですね、なかなかパンチ打てないもんですけれど、ガードの上からでもパンチ持っていってます
I think
ね。
Bramble's frightened to throw a left-hand lead because he's frightened Kostya Tszyu's got a banging.
I think he's trying to aim up for one big one on Kostya, but he's going to find that he can take them as well as he can throw them, Jeff.
Yeah, he's now gun shy, and as you can see, he's standing there with his head right down,
Fotowak
his chin
が
pointed towards his chest, making sure that Kostya can't
飛び出なしですね。もう本当に滑るようなすり足のフットワークですね。
The fight will be over.
Well, Kostya blasting his way through that high defence.
体重のブレがないですから、いつでも強いパンチ、その打てる姿勢で相手と戦ってますね。
Gloves of Bramble that are held high. He is seeking a passage through.
He's got no answer, Bramble. He can't throw one because he knows he's going to get the money back with a bit of interest, and at the moment he's just trying to work out what to do.
His corner trying to give him some confidence. There was a left from Bramble and the right taken on the shoulder of Kostya Tszyu. Tszyu poking out that left, looking for that dynamite right again. Left and right, left comes out from Bramble. Trying to work out Kostya Tszyu right over the top by Livingstone Bramble.
Of course, the thing with
To the
Bramble
body
is,
thereby.
once he throws the punch, Jeff Fennick, he's open, isn't he?
Well, he is, but the thing that we just seen Kostya do then, he's not doing enough of it, is throwing the punches to the body. Alan, we spoke about how important that is earlier in the
この
fight.
相手のガードの中、その
He's
打ち込み
got
を
to go down to the body.
ショー
He's
ト
got
で
tremendous
打ち込ん
power
で
down
ます
there as
ね。
well. And if he does that, he'll open up Bramble for the head.
Still attacking the head at the moment, but those hands held very high by Livingstone Bramble.
Hands high and head down, the chin's
まあ
tucked
プロ
into the
10
chest.
戦目なんですけれど、
And that's
まあ
his
これまで
skills.
9戦全勝、8KO。
Another good round.
So Bramble decides to get on the bite.
2ラウンド目もコンスタンティン・チューのラウンドだっ
Kostya
た
Tszyu think, yes, he's got to change the pattern of the fight. He came in, the left hand from Kostya Tszyu was
Bramble
all
が
right,
ちょっ
and
と
the
出てきま
left
した
hand
ね。
of Bramble was just a speculator. He's got to try and break Kostya Tszyu up, Bramble. Kostya Tszyu's got into the slot, and Bramble knows it.
ズーの方は、リビングストン・ブランブルの方はフットワーク使ってですね、ちょっと相手をかく乱しようっていう作戦ですね。
He tried to throw that left hook on the break, but the glove work from Tszyu was so strong. Tszyu's right hand was up in a flash. Good punch from Bramble. Good scoring punch.
Good right there by Kostya Tszyu. Livingstone Bramble trying to mix it up, trying to just change his tactics a little bit. He's moving around a little bit more, throwing that round arm left, trying to catch Kostya Tszyu on his blind side, but Tszyu having none of it at the moment. And now going back to what happened in the opening 2 rounds. Bramble covers up, tries to go to the body of Kostya Tszyu. Tszyu aiming up for a big one as Bramble covers up in the neutral corner, just on the ropes now, goes over the top with the right hand, left and right, good combination there by
今なんかも
Livingstone
さらにヘッドスリップで相手のパンチ外してますね。
Well, I'm not too sure it's a better round. He's trying to survive now. Kostya's just waiting. Although Bramble has hit him with a couple of punches, Kostya's waiting for that opening to come to the head. He's got to work to the body and make those openings happen.
Well, we'll see if he carries out those instructions or advice from Jeff Fennick. Right hand over the top. Bramble's trying to duck his head and throw that right hand over that left-hand lead of KostyaTszyu.
リビングストン・ブランブルがあれだけ脇絞って覗き見スタイルしてるんですけど、コンスタンティン・チューのジャブはそのガードの中貫くんですね。
He's going to hang in there for as long as he can and try and work out KostyaTszyu. Of course, Kostya has only been 10 rounds once in his professional career against Juan Laporte, who ran. Kostya just chased him for 10 rounds. This fellow, I think, is a different kettle of fish.
Yes, he's prepared to fight, all right, Bramble.
He certainly is, and we're in round 3, and a better round for Livingstone Bramble. He is at least scoring some punches in this round against KostyaTszyu. Good left by Kostya, got through the high defence of Livingstone Bramble. Bramble still looking a bit nonplussed. 18 seconds remaining in round 3. Looking for the over-the-top punch is Livingstone Bramble, but KostyaTszyu beats him to the punch again. Left and right by Livingstone Bramble, both taken on the gloves by KostyaTszyu. Right over the top is a better punch, but again, Tszyu evades, slips a little bit there as we end round 3. More rounds than many people thought.
今のラウンドもコンスタンティン・チューのラウンドです。
Into round 4. Bramble trying to get more composed, trying to work himself into this fight.
Well, he's keeping his hands up really high now, Alan, and he's trying to get in close and then throw punches. And that's maybe the only thing you can do against KostyaTszyu. It's no use throwing punches from a distance because you're very dangerous when you're left open.
So Tszyu trying to go through the defence of Bramble. Bramble, hands up, wasn't hurt from those punches. The big crowd, capacity crowd at the Newcastle Entertainment Centre roared for that particular punch, but Bramble's defence was to the fore.
Every time he moves in, though, Alan, he cops a left-right combination. He's finding it a little bit difficult to accept the punches from Tszyu like he is at the moment and then get on the offensive because KostyaTszyu is just waiting there with that dangerous right arm ready to fire.
Yeah, but all he's doing, he's hitting gloves at the moment. He's got to work that body as well, Zorba. He really does.
He hasn't touched it much, Jeff.
No, he hasn't. Fighting somebody like Chavez, Chavez will work the body and the head.
Oh, good left by Bramble. That's his best scoring punch so far in the fight, and it opened up the mouth of KostyaTszyu. He was a little bit stunned by it.
Yes, he was. He fights with his mouth open, but which is sometimes, you know, classified as very dangerous.
So they're back towards centre ring. Even round this. Bramble probably feeling he's probably working his way back into it after looking all out of sorts in the first 2 rounds.
There's no doubt Kostya's in front, but there's no doubt that Livingstone Bramble is a lot tougher than
相手は出てこないもんだから右を打つ格好したりしてちょっと相手を反応させてからジャブをガードの間で打ってますね。
Into some action here in round 4.
Oh, good straight punch from Tszyu.
これはジョニー・ルイストレーナーですね。
Speed's just a little bit too quick for Bramble in this 4th round.
He's slipping a little bit out there too. Certainly finding the surface not conducive to the way he wants to fight. A couple of times he slipped in this round and he almost went skating in at the end of round 3.
What about Tszyu's fitness, Jeff Finnick? Do you think he can keep up this pace for 10 rounds?
Without doubt, he's superbly fit. One thing is that he hasn't really fought a good 10 hard rounds. He hasn't fought 6 hard rounds. He's always dominated his fights, so that will certainly be hard for him, but he's a very, very fit guy.
Fitness is no problem. Good, Jeff, because this guy is so experienced and calling on all the experience of his great career, 48 professional fights, and it's certainly showing as he hangs in there.
Yes, and he'll continue to hang in. That's the punch to the body.
この辺もまあ省エネって言いますかね、無駄な動きをせずに相手が出てくるとカウンター取って下がりますね。避け方も非常に小さな避け方で避けますからすぐ打てますね。今のラウンドもコンスタンティン・チューのラウンドです。
By Livingstone Bramble.
I just thought at the end of that round that KostyaTszyu was getting a little bit, well, frustrated and flabbergasted after those punches were thrown after the bell. So over towards the neutral corner they go.
Livingston Bramble said to the promoter Bill Mordy, you don't like me much, you'll hate me tomorrow when I beat KostyaTszyu.
ビル・モーディっていうのはですね、新聞記者出身なんですね。私ともWBC 総会で知り合いなんですけれど、プロモーター、マネージャーになり、その後プロモーターになったんですね。今ではそのジェフ・ハーデン、ジェフ・ヘネック、そしてコンスタンティンチュこういったホープを抱える大プロモーターです。
Left jab from Zhu was a good punch, a good scoring punch. Somehow he's trying to open up those that glove with that defence. Left hook taken on the gloves by Livingstone Bramble.
In the round 5,
フリッカージャブですね。ちょっと左のガードを下げて下から鳥が翼を広げるような形でナックル当てるんですね。
Definitely not. It looks like my prediction will be wrong because I tipped with inside the 5 rounds.
Well, we're well into round 5 now. We've got 1 minute 29 seconds remaining of this round 5. KostyaTszyu winning the fight, but having a lot tougher fight than I think most expected here at the Newcastle Entertainment Centre.
This fight has been fought at a fair pace, and I think there's just a bit of a breathing space in this round so far. The glove work from Bramble, right over the top was a scoring punch. No effect on Zhu. He's trying to definitely get that right hand, Jeff Fennick, over KostyaTszyu's left-hand lead.
Yes, he is. He's trying to do that, but he's got to jab first if it's going to work. That's the punch that Kosta's got to throw more of, the right uppercut through the middle after he jabs.
That was a beautiful punch, and it found a channel right up to the chin of Livingstone Bramble. That opened him up, Jeff Fennick.
Well, that's what he's got to do more of. He's got to throw the body punch first and then up the middle.
He's going to have a headache tomorrow, Livingstone Bramble. I know not all of these punches are getting through, but if only 30% are, then he's going to have a very sore head in the morning.
Definitely so.
Just out of the neutral corner comes Livingstone Bramble. Over towards KostyaTszyu's corner. Kosta trying to strike him up in the last 18 seconds of this particular round, round 5. Left-hand lead from Bramble might have just been a scorer, but so was KostyaTszyu's. And both fighters off balance coming towards the end of round 5.
The sweat absolutely pouring off Livingstone Bramble. The end of round wide open for a right over the top. He's wide open for right over the top is the message as we go to the halfway mark of the fight.
Kosta's open for everything, but can you hit him? Do you have the courage to try to hit him? That's the secret.
小さなフットワークですね。ちょっとしたバックステップでパンチを避け切って避けるとすぐ打ちますね。
As every round goes by, he's still in there, and well, Jeff. He certainly is a lot tougher than we all thought, but his record indicated that he was a very good boxer.
I really thought that Bramble was going to open himself up and just walk up to Kosta, but he's closed up the defence and he's there for survival, but he's giving the crowd a good fight.
This certainly is. Well, he went after Kostya early and finished up on his apex, so I don't think he wanted to continue with that, Al.
No, I think he's learnt from that from the first round, and he's certainly tightened up the glove work, but Zhu's finding a way through just the same. Good glove work from Bramble.
グラブワークって言いますけどね。コメンテーター言ってますけど、本当にそのグローブワークがうまいような感じしますね。時には右から打ったりですね。右左右左右でその相手のインサイドでその右のパンチを叩き込んでますね。
Kostya is certainly sticking to the fight plan in this round. Poking out that left, looking for the opening. Not many there. Bangs that right, but well taken on the gloves again by Livingstone Bramble.
Well, it's hard for Bramble to score points because he's so frightened to let go of the gloves from his head. So while Zhu was leading with the left hand and picks him off there, it's very hard for Bramble to score points.
He's got a habit of just touching his protector every now and then. Livingstone Bramble, there he goes again. He's not itchy, ladies and gentlemen. It is slipping his protector, and when he does that, he's wide open.
Well, he had Big Daddy written on his undies today, so I'm not too sure what the problem is.
Big Daddy's on the retreat at the moment.
He's over towards his own corner, Bramble. Zhu trying to line him up.
この辺の詰め方も自分の距離をきちんと守りながら攻め込みますね。
Lunging left from Livingstone. Bramble, his corner, telling him to work. He certainly hasn't in this round, round 6. It's been another good round for Kostya Cdzyu. Good workout for him, Jeff Fennick.
Yeah, definitely needs this, but some of the punters out there don't, I can tell you that.
Well, those that back the fight to finish inside
俗にハンドスピード、手のスピードって言いますけど、そのハンドスピード自身がかなりあって、腕の力も強いところにあって、強いパンチ入れるときはですね、体腰が一瞬して同時に回転しますね。今の6ラウンド目もコンスタンティン中のラウンドです。
Well, momentarily, Zhu's going to up the ante by the look of it. Off the stool, straight into Bramble. Landed a couple of good punches. See, by the time Bramble decides he wants to lead something, Zhu's gone out of the road.
For those elbows and gloves and forearms are certainly blocking a lot of the punches from Kostya Cdzyu, and he's got big arms. Certainly, Livingstone, Bramble, they're doing the job for him at the moment.
They're tucked in very, very tight, Zorba. The elbows are right around the side of the ribs and the waist. His hands are right up, covering both sides of his face. His chin's tucked down. He's doing everything perfect.
Well, Kostya's got to try something different, hasn't he?
Well, I'd say so, and at the moment he's still
相手のパンチを外しきる自信があるから、独身してますね。
hitting that glove.
Well, I suppose he's picking up the points in every round. I suppose why
元世界チャンピオンのブランブルに対して逆にそのアマチュアからこれが実戦目のコンスタンティン・チュの方がレッスンつけてるようなそのボクシングになってますね。ああ、いいカウンターですね。
Here was a good right by Livingstone Bramble, but Kostya just stood there. That mouth was open, and that's a trait of his when he does get hit, or he does fight most of his fights with his mouth open. Now looking for an opening. Bramble.
誘いの隙作ってるんですね。
He puts his arms up.
Kostya's inviting him to hit him, but Bramble still won't do it. He's inviting him, saying, look, hit me. Throw a punch, open yourself up so I can counter punch you. But Bramble won't have nothing to do with it.
He wants to go the trip, Livingstone.
He's backed himself to do so. 1 minute 13 remaining in round 7.
Bramble now throws the right hand, but Cdzyu too quick. The left and right was way off target. He's got to try and do something, Bramble. He's got to try and lift the tempo. He's got to try and score some points.
このラウンドはブランブルの方がちょっと出てますね。
Particularly these last couple of rounds. He got put down in round 1 and he's just put up the fence since then.
2がコンスタンティン・チュがちょっと休んでる感じですね。
Bramble walking up but not throwing anything.
Bramble on the break. Now Cdzyu, that was left downstairs. And Bramble decided he'd also tried the attack into the body. That slapped around the back of the head. Final 22nd round, seconds coming up in round 7.
ブランブルとしては後半に勝負の作戦だったんでしょうね。
Nice and rough and tumble in close.
このラウンド
seconds remaining. Boxers Brian
元世界チャンピオンのリビンストン・ブランブルが出てますね。
Fighters there as we go into the final seconds of round 7. And Kostya Cdzyu starting to up the tempo a little bit now.
観客は空いてますけれど今のはブロックされてますね。クリーンヒットを取るとですね、今のラウンドはブランブルに行くかもしれません。
So here we are, round 8.
8ラウンド目ですけどまだ中のパンチはスピードありますね。
In the first round, so far has recovered.
ショートのパンチで構えた位置をそのまま目標へストレートなりアッパーなりフックなり持っていきますね。
Why walk up and be hammered? And certainly if he can get out of this fight going the distance and with a credible points decision against him, then certainly he'll be disappointed. But it's not as bad as a knockout against his record.
I think Bramble's been hurt in this round. The eyes started to roll a little bit. I think Costa's landed a couple on him. And Jeff Fennick continues to do so.
Yeah, well, he's now punching around that left glove that's held up high at Bramble. Good jab. Keep it going. That's it. Just so you got it.
Great jab grabbing by KostyaTszyu. Most of those got through.
左が当たりますね。これだけ相手がガードを固めてるのに、ガードの真ん中を左でついていくんですね。
Tries to beat his opponent with glove speed, and tonight he's been quite successful at it.
Come on, Bramble. He certainly has, and Livingstone Bramble just nonplussed, trying his heart out, but just not being able to come up with the ounces.
No, he wants to go the trip, Livingstone.
Yeah, he certainly does. I'd say on 2 occasions he's really hit KostyaTszyu flush, but Zhu has just walked through them.
なんを言えばもっとボディブローが欲しいですね。そうするとリビンストン・ブラウンがもっと弱りますから、そしてガードも落ちてきますから、そうすると攻め崩しやすくなるかもしれませんね。
He's been known as a knockout merchant. Only once it's gone the distance, and if it does go the trip tonight, 10 threes against a very experienced opponent like Livingstone Bramble, it'll be a good pipe opener for him.
Starting to find a way around that left hand of Livingstone Bramble. He's not going straight ahead now. He's coming around to the side of the face of Bramble, and he's found the mark.
ブランブルはですね、打ち込んでいくとですね、コンスタンティンチがシャープにカウンターを取ります。そして連打を持ってきますから。攻め込めないんですね。
He's put the net up, he's put the screen up, and KostyaTszyu at the moment trying to find his way through it or around it. Livingstone Bramble's corner telling him to jab, but Livingstone is there to survive, nothing else.
Round 8. Right hand was a good punch from Bramble. That's the one that, I suppose, of the few punches he's tried with that right hand over the left-hand lead of KostyaTszyu's. He threw that one looking at the ground with his eyes shut.
Yeah, he's just hoping those right hands land. None of them have landed flush, have landed on the side of KostyaTszyu's and stuff, but nothing too damaging.
このラウンドもコンスタンティンチのラウンドですね。左にジャブがよく当たってますね。お客さんが声援を送るところが面白いですね。日本でちょっとこういう試合だったらもっと早く倒せってことですね。それお客さん騒ぎますけど、技術を見るっていう面があるんですよ。
Let's have a look at the jabbing now of KostyaTszyu and just see how many of these got through, Jeff Fennick. There's 2 that got through, 3, 4.
The jab's getting through, he's jabbing well, it's the right hand that he wants to score with, that's his knockout punch.
エンスレッドでちょっと目の周りを腫れを取ってますね。9ラウンド目です。
The game plan still for Bramble is the right hand over the top, but he hasn't been able to land it with any great rate of success.
今の右が強かったです。ちょっとバランス崩しました。
Bramble now. Bramble being belted off his feet at the moment. Down to the body goes KostyaTszyu up and underneath.
パーもいいですね。
KostyaTszyu trying to put Bramble away. Bramble goes into the shell.
I'll tell you what, that's sore bloody hands, that's for sure. Good right hand by Bramble.
今の右を打ち返されましたね。すごい右を強打したところ。ああ、うまいカウンター取りました。
If he's going to have to pull an upset win up here, he's got to start hitting Kostya. But right by KostyaTszyu, and back came Bramble. He's in the neutral corner. Is he boxing or is he hurt? The crowd thinks he's hurt. Good left by KostyaTszyu. Bramble moves back towards his own corner. Lefts and rights taken on the glove by Livingstone Bramble as KostyaTszyu stands, almost begging the opponent to come at him, Livingstone Bramble, but Bramble stays covered up Al Thomas.
Yes, it's covering up for all money. I just think if Zhu was able to go after him for another 15 or 20 seconds full ball, he might get him.
I'm not too sure Livingstone Bramble's had to resort to this kind of tactic ever in his career. I think he's never been worried as much as he is worried about KostyaTszyu tonight.
Well, he's on a survival mission now, Jeff. I think he knows he can't win the fight. He just wants to be there at the end of round 10.
I think he knew that in round 1.
Yes, maybe he did. But he's done what Laporte has done, but in a different manner. He's just hung in.
Yes, he just stayed with the hands up high. Laporte was on the bike moving with his hands up.
Well, I think the crowd have given Livingstone Bramble a fair go, but they're getting a bit agitated. They want KostyaTszyu to finish him off. 60 seconds to go in the round.
相手を誘ってるんですけれど、 それに乗りませんね、ブランブルは。
Can he? Like I said earlier, Costa's giving him an open invitation to throw some lever, but he won't.
He certainly won't. He's had every opportunity to hit a standing target. I mean, Kostya was just standing there begging him to do something, and he did nothing. He's just covered up, and, well, he's got a couple of minutes to survive.
日本で戦っているユーリ・アルバチャコフ選手、そしてグッシー・ナザロフ選手とちょっと通じるところありますね、ボクシングは。姿勢をまっすぐアップライトにしてですね、その瞬間的なその体、そして腕、腰の回転でそういうパンチ持ってきますね。回転軸作って、そして同時回転でパンチを入れるんですけど。このラウンドもコンスタンティンチューの場合です。コンスタンティンチューの場合はユーリ選手やルシー・ナザロフ選手よりもナチュラルなその体の柔らかさ、目の良さっていうのがありますね。今右のパンチでバランスを崩させてですね。
There was that punch Peter Peters was mentioning earlier. He's starting to go round the back of the glove. There's 2-3 punches round the back of the glove. Well, it's just a matter. One round to go. Can he be put away?
I don't think he can now. I think if Kostya was going to put him away, he would have put him away by this. I think Bramble is just completely intent on being there at the end of this. I mean, look at him there, just covering up, and nothing's going to be any different just at this round.
Yeah,
last round of the
Costa's got two very badly damaged hands.
Well, I don't doubt that his hands are probably damaged from hitting the glove area, the elbows and the forearms of Livingstone Bramble.
Exactly right, Thor. If he was punching that body, I'm sure they wouldn't be as sore.
That's a hard head he's hitting, Al Thomas.
Very hard.
Concrete.
Chasing Bramble.
All right, we're in the last round.
バックステップする前にですね、右の感覚取ってからバックステップしてサイドに移ってるんですね。
The shell might come out again. Or can Bramble do the impossible? Land one big one and not Kostya out. That's the only hope. And you can get on with me.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see that happening, but of course boxing's a strange game. Good right by
グローブ構えた位置から直線距離でパンチが相手に当たりますね。本当にカモンっていう感じですね。そのフェイントかけて、さあ出てこい出てこいさすってるんですけどね。
Kostya just can't find a way through.
Good quick left for there for Kostia Czyu. They're getting through. Bramble now being booed by this Newcastle crowd. He really hasn't come to fight, has he?
Well, he probably came to fight, but it ended in the first round when he got put on his behind.
Yeah, he's just been on a survival mission since then. Right over the top, but no power in it. Left finds the mark. Final round.
More of a slap, I think, too, Zorb, with Kostya Czyu on the backward
よく言うならもう少し左のパンチをジャブだけでなしに左フックで左のやっぱりボディですね。こういうリードパンチでもうちょっと相手を崩してですねコンビネーションを持っていくとですね10ラウンドまで試合は来なかったんじゃないかと思いますね。確かにいいもの持ってます。ジャブはいい。そして右もパンチが強い。射程距離もきちんと自分の距離を守りながら戦ってるんですけど、例えば無知感のタイプのファイターだったらですね、こういったその覗き見タイプの選手を料理するのはうまいですね。
No, well, what can you say about the guy? I mean, he's shown his experience and he's shown he's very cagey tonight. And he's shown to me that his career's over. I mean, he hasn't come here to fight, although he just there with a little left hook there. But he's come here, and after the first round, like Alan said, he knew that, if he did try to do what he done in the first round, he wouldn't be here for long.
Very easy win for Kostya Czyu by the same token. He's going to win on a unanimous decision almost every round, maybe round 3 even, but I think Kostya's won every other round, Jeff.
Yeah, definitely so. I don't know way to give a round to Bramble. I don't think any of the judges will either.
In the final 10 seconds of the fight, Kostya Czyu finishing the fight as he started it. in ascending
こ
position.
うして見てくると、そのコンスタンティン・チュっていうのは非常に素質のある、その素晴らしい選手だっていうのが分かりますね。確かにこの試合は倒せませんでしたけれど、コンスタンティン・チュの目の良さ、そしてクレバーさ、カウンターを取るシャープさですね、そういうのがよく見えたと思います。やはり明日の世界のボクシング界に担うそのスーパースターの卵って言ってもいいと思いますね。
Well, I'll tell you what, if that was the tactics, you can't blame him. I mean, the bloke's not a dill.
Bramble is now telling KostyaTszyu. Okay, thank you, my brother. Great sportsmanship by both boys.
君は素晴らしい選手だって言ってブランブルは今言ってるんですね。
You're a great man. That's what I have. They don't have. Thank you very much. You fight Costy. You don't fight Charles Murray. He's going to run all day.
He's telling you to fight Coggy.
He said the one thing that he's got that the other fighters don't have is defense. I think he showed that tonight.
Very interesting comments, ladies and gentlemen.
とても物が違うって乾杯ですね。
He said with sincerity, you are a very good fighter. You will become champion of the world. You have more qualities than the others that are challenging. He said, but fight Coggy. Don't fight Murray because Murray will run all night.
今そのリビンストン・ブランブルが言ったことを言ってるんですね。マルチン・コイズとやっても勝つだろうと。それでこの時はチャールズ・マレーがその IBF のジュニアベルターのチャンピオンだった。今そのインタビューしてる。
To add to that, your deep opinion of the way that he boxed tonight, considering it was only his 10th professional bout.
10戦目でこの相手どう思うかと、コンスタンティン・チュ。
I have to give credit to Kosти Czyu. I was 43-4 as an amateur, considered one of the better amateurs in 1980.
アマチュアで戦い43戦、そしてプロでも戦ってきて。
One of the best fighters in the world, doing 84 to 86. Kostya is the best fighter that I have ever placed glove with.
いや、コンスタンティン・チュは今までその自分が戦った中で一番すごい選手だ。
I am very proud to say that because I'm a learner of the sport and I love boxing. Kostya, you will be champion.
コンスタンティン・チュ、君はチャンピオンになるだろう。負けた方からこういうふうに言われてるんですね。
From Livingstone Bramble, and he's moving again.
The best fighter in the world.
There he is, Livingstone Bramble. Let's just now go to centre ring with Al Thomas.
Livingstone said that he's a better boxer than Julio Cesar Chavez.
フリオ・セサル・チャベスを加えても、その中でも君はもうベストだ。
McMahon is referee, non-scoring in that capacity.
Let's just get the official result.
Awards 99, 91.
99対91。
Keith Dudley 99, 90.
99対
Billy
90。
Mayles 99, 90.
99対
Maintaining
90
his
ですね。
undefeated professional record.
3対0。9ポイント差2人と
Unanimous decision.
8ポイント差1人ですね。
Kostya Czyu.
コンスタンティン・チュ